Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Matt with Green Bar Trading, and welcome back to another trade recap video. I'm going to go over my trades that I took on the S&P 500 using the micro E-minis, just scalping some of this trend here. Now you can see by the screen currently a very clear trend. All right, we gapped up, and then at 9:30 we have done nothing but sell off. So let's see why we gapped up so much. I think that we should go over the reason, and that is the CPI report that came out this morning, and it was better than expected, showing inflation is coming down, all the things the Fed wants to see ahead of the FOMC meeting tomorrow. So that's why the market gapped up, and it gapped up a huge amount. So initially, being bullish, obviously off the open, came to a standstill right away. Now you have to realize this. Going over here and seeing the market just sell right off from the beginning, that can tell you that market participants do not believe that the market should be up this high off the open, and they sold it off. They sold it off big time. Starting, like I said, at 9:30, we just saw a drop. All right, that's at this trend line right here that we have. What did I do down here? That's at this trend line that we have from the beginning of the day, and then again, right here at the 10 a.m. Time, we came back up to that trend line, and then continued the way down right to VWAP. Very important that you guys know where VWAP is on the screen, because that can give you, when you're over VWAP and you're coming down to an ascending VWAP, a lot of times that'll springboard the initial move right when it first hits. And that's what we saw. Came back down, sold it, and then had a very nice 13-point move in 2 minutes. That's strictly an algorithm trade right there. They plug in exactly where VWAP is, and I'm going to go long if it hits and touches VWAP. That's where I want to buy it from. They get a quick trade, and then we eventually break down from VWAP. And now we're just continuing down. So this is a very, 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 very bearish looking day, and I'm going to show you guys why. Yes, we're up over 1% on the S&P, but that does not tell the whole story. So before I get into how I traded this today, I want to show you guys the daily chart, and we're going to look at the SPY because that's a little cleaner here. Let's see. Yeah, that's perfect. Okay, so let me just clear up this stuff here. Something that we showed in our pre-market live video was this 2 CPIs ago. We saw a gap down. Now, if you guys don't know how candlesticks work, the candlestick body, this is where we opened up, and this is where we closed on a green candle. So we had gapped down a huge amount because of a bad CPI report and ended up seeing buying. All right. Now, what is very interesting to me is we saw the gap up right to this 410 area, and now we're seeing the opposite candle. All right, so right out of the trend line to back into the trend line. So, a day like this is not going to look good on a daily chart. So I had said there's a possibility that we get the exact same look right here, but I did not want to trade against the trend until the trend showed me that it was bearish. All right, so that is exactly what we were looking for. All right, now getting back into the 1 minute, we're going to go over to the MES. We're going to look at this, my settings for my 1 minute chart. Perfect. All right, so we gapped up like I had showed you guys on the economic calendar, why we gapped up. So we got the gap up, and then we started to have this trend. Lower highs, right? And lower lows. All right. You can see this trend very, very clearly. So I'm shorting this to the downside. All right. That's how we made $272 today, just trading the trend down. Now, if we would have continued to go up, like I was saying in our live video, how much risk to reward really is there, to get to these pre-market highs? There wasn't that much, right? We were up a whole big, huge amount. And then we started to sell off the open, like I had showed you, back to the trend line, like I showed you the VWAP, broke VWAP, down. Guys, this is clear. These are clear moves. You give me a day like this, whether it's trending up or trending down, and I'll give you a nice P&L. Just trading the trend, getting some good entries, and just trading that trend. Not trying to look for reversals. All right, so that's where we stand right now. $272 on the day, scalping the micro E-mini. All right, so please hit that thumbs up for the video, and I will see you back on the next one. Take care, guys.